Can it just be named wine tasting, really? Okay, want to find out more about etiquette, naming, of course, soft skills. And joining me in this discussion is my guest from Brighter Monday. You all know Brighter Monday as the platform that provides you with an opportunity to get job opportunities. But let's now talk about what employers are looking for in terms of soft skills. Dennis Kidinji is in our town studio. Dennis, good to see you. Let's start off with the basics, the very, very basics. What are soft skills?
Yes, thank you so much, George, for giving us this opportunity. And it's a brilliant day, actually, and though it's not a Monday. Just looking at soft skills, we do have, first of all, technical skills, hard skills. For instance, I'll talk about software development, machine operation. These are skills that actually drive production. Now, soft skills are, to put it mildly, they're the way in which we can come together as teams and how we can be able to walk through a process without having the friction that actually gets us over the line as a team. So I'm talking about emotional quotient, EQ. I'm talking about communication. I'm talking about dissertation of personalities, things like that. Those are the soft skills that are there. Listening is a soft skill as well. How do you manage your voice? What is your diction, your intonation? It's a soft skill, and that kind of moves you out from the technical phase into the boardrooms of this world.
Dennis, I mean, that's like a wide portfolio of what people need to do or to get in terms of soft skills. But now, the question now becomes, why are the soft skills important in the job market?
Okay, that's a really good question, because if you look at the customer journey from the point of view of you're looking for a job, at that point you have all the necessary skills, especially you've gone through either a TVET or you've gone through some college or campus, or you've even studied on your own using YouTube or any other platform. And your skills are quite good, like your CV is quite up to date, and you filled it and now you're sending it out. So we know that the CV actually can get you an interview, but usually does not get you a job. Once you get into the room, now you have to show that, first of all, you're human. B, you've got the energy and honesty that's required to drive, because, face it, we work with who we like. And liking is also one of the things that persuades people to actually engage with you and actually get into projects with you long term. And that's a big asset. How do you speak? How do you communicate? What is your body language? What is your tone? And that really helps.
Wow, great. So this, of course, they're being introduced, or the necessary soft skills are needed at a time when someone is going to join the job market, or perhaps in daily interactions. But now, when should these soft skills be taught? Do they occur naturally, or can they be taught? Okay, so it's yes and no. Some of these things are what we call courtesy, or the good manners that we were taught by our parents ever since birth. But there's a point where you reach where it's no longer just at that natural level. It's a place where you have to level up. So in the last year and a half, so to speak, we've really switched from manual processes to digital processes. And some things became skills that are necessary, though necessarily not taught in school. How do you manage a Zoom conversation? How do you not speak on mute for a whole 5 minutes? How do you manage different people from different areas of the world simultaneously on a call? Other things that people do look at is, right now, you prepare your CV. What is your differentiator? So we find that nowadays, hiring managers are leveraging tech to look through the CVs, because on average, you're going to get around 5,000 applications per job. And how do you sort through these? You sort that through keywords, through AI, through algorithms. And if you don't have the right keywords, for instance, then you're likely to rank down. And that says nothing about your qualifications or your experience. It's just that CVs that are revamped or written better tend to do well in the job market. Let's talk about the role of finishing schools in this.
finishing schools offer these courses or lessons at a fee, but majority of graduates, perhaps they're not able to afford this. Where else can people learn these things? Do they go to University of YouTube, and will they get the necessary lessons there?
So the people who are involved in hiring or going through from a stage, we're talking about the journey that you go through from finishing school to getting your first employment, be it an internship, to moving up the ladder. And a lot of this you get from an actual corporate environment, in which case, for instance, Brighter Monday has partnered with different partners just to offer these internship opportunities. I can mention MasterCard. And this just job shadowing or watching people at work, it gives you a lot of impact that you probably would not get in a year's study in a book. So that being said, there are some finishing schools, there are some courses which are in between university, especially technical courses, maybe packages on computers and things that people expect that you have by definition, for instance, Excel or Microsoft Word. Those are quite important to have, but ideally, a lot of this training can come from interacting, and this is where mentorship comes in. So in Brighter Monday, we do offer a free review of your CV, so you can send your CV to recruitment@brightermonday.co.ke, and you'll be able to have a free review, and that tells you which direction does it look like you're going, because employers are also in a hurry. They're trying to hire as quickly and as costlessly as possible, and therefore, if your CV can jump out, then so much the better. George.
All right, great. I'm sure we're going to come up with this conversation after the short break, but we now have some developing news in the floor of Parliament right now. Senator James Orengo, who is senator, is now tabling a motion in the floor of Senate that seeks now to censure Petroleum CS John Munyes and Energy CS Charles Keter for not turning up for grilling by the Energy and Petroleum Committee, rather Energy Committee of Senate. Of course, this motion could see those two CSs, those two respective CSs, removed from office. Once again, the developing story is that Senator Orengo